Course of outing yesterday. I think it's the right decision. I think Marlins fans, if you were wondering, Yimi Garcia in the ball game, non-save situation. He pitched in yesterday's ball game. There's no day off. The Dodgers. You got to look at it like this. He was hot and ready to go. He'd warmed up in the bullpen. He'd thrown his pitches. This is a guy who was ready to come in and was ready to come into a save situation. I got to be honest. I think it's the right decision. I don't think you look at tomorrow and think, okay, well, we didn't pitch him yesterday. Usually when a reliever gets hot, you like to get him into the ball game, and I think it's the right decision here in the 7-3 game.
Threw only 11 pitches last night too, Holly, so to your point, it wasn't those as though he got burnt out.
Right. A lot of times closer will tell you this is the kind of outing that might be a little bit tougher on them mentally than it actually is in some of the save situations.
They'll count those pitches as well a lot of the times to know, okay, who's ready today and who's not. Riley out to center field. Marte plays it on a hop. Braves have the leadoff man on in the ninth. And we should find out maybe 45 minutes or so's time how many Marlins are headed to the All-Star game as reserves. Got to figure tomorrow's starter, Trevor Rogers, has a pretty good chance.
I would hope so.
Adam Duvall. Well, I'll tell you something. If for some reason Adam Duvall gets snubbed from the All-Star game, he can take it up with Dave Roberts tomorrow at Lone Depot Park.
That's right.
What are you thinking?
Make him pay.
Yeah. He's currently 4th in the National League in home runs and leading the way in RBIs. Swanson pops this one up. Back behind first. Cooper drifting. Jazz running over, and a long run. Jazz couldn't make the play. Weren't sure if we'd see Jazz today. By the way, he had just kind of tweaked that ankle again yesterday. Of course, has to put that ankle to the test on this foul ball. 2-2 from Garcia. Ground ball. Miggy goes to second for one. That's all they'll get.
Well, good to see the offense erupt for the Marlins here late in this ball game, as they've got a pretty convincing lead here in the bottom of the ninth. 1 out. Well, with the win, they will take this 3-game series, and of course the season series favoring the Marlins.
That is hit down the line. Foul. Hey, what a grab. By accident, given the reaction there. I don't know what was more impressive, Panic's play or that one. Both had a screen in front of them. There's a base hit for Heredia into right field. Braves have 2 on and 1 out. And again, here's where things get interesting, right? There's 1 out in the inning. You're a ground ball double play away from ending the ball game, but you've got Garcia Contreras pitcher spot and a 4-run lead, so there's some wiggle room there. But then the top of the order comes around, so these next few batters become very important for Garcia to make sure that they don't have to see Acuna Jr. and company again.
You're surely not trying to wake up the Braves offense, that's for sure. And you don't want to get to, again, making another pass through the top of that lineup.
That's up high, ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is low. Fouled away right side. Next one will be number 24, Garcia, who in save situations this year has a 2.16 ERA. Non-save situations, 3.14 ERA. That's why a lot of people think still, and I'm one of them, the ninth inning is different than every other inning, even though there might be more leverage in the 7th or the 8th. Line drive, base hit. Marte over to cut that one off, but a run is going to come in to score, and the Braves will have runners on first and third. Not done yet. 7-4.
Well, another base hit. The Atlanta Braves. Garcia jumped all over a cutter. It's the 3rd in 4 pitches that he had seen. Well, Mel Stoudemire's going to make his way out. You're right. Yimi's at 20 pitches, and this inning has not gone as planned. And the tying run is going to come to the plate. And Yimi has got to execute pitches.
And it's Pablo Sandoval hitting for Wilson Contreras. The pitcher spot due up next. Braves have options. They still have Almonte, Inciarte, and their backup catcher Kevin Smith.
Well, he's 1 for 25 coming in. His last 25. He's been struggling. That doesn't take away the simple fact that he is a very dangerous pinch hitter. He has got 4 pinch hit home runs this season.
That's outside at 97 miles an hour. 1-0 pitch is outside again. That's how the Marlins set up the infield defense against Sandoval, who is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Outside again, 3-0. No one is throwing in the Marlins bullpen at the moment. And a strike, and Garcia may have gotten the benefit of that call. 3-1. And big pitch is right. 3-1. Upstairs, they are loaded.
The Marlins erupted in the top of the inning, turning this into what was a comfortable 7-3 lead. But now you've got Garcia at 25 pitches. They're just now starting to stir in the Marlins bullpen. And Acuna sitting in the on-deck circle.
And Abraham Almonte will hit. Tying runs are on for the Braves. 25 pitches for Garcia. And a pitch outside. And he continues to miss to that outside arm side these last few pitches. Of course, you'll never get an honest answer from the manager before the game, but Bass is down there, Detweiler, of course, Floro's thrown a million pitches. Hess was throwing as well, as to who's actually available. Another strike at the top of the zone, 1-1.
Now, with the way this has gone, you see the numbers for Almonte. The bases loaded in his career. You may see Almonte take another pitch just because the fact that Garcia is struggling with command.
That is a fair ball into left field. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And it's 7-6 with the tying run 90 feet away. Almonte the winning run at second. And Ronald Acuna Jr. is coming to the plate.
The Atlanta Braves are putting together some quality at bats.
Well, just how this series started, it comes to a near end with Acuna Jr. at the plate. 7-6 in the ninth. And he offers it the first pitch, and it's fouled back.
Well, if you were ever talking biggest save of your career, I know this is not a save situation. I'm just talking about even just saving this ball game. Acuna's already got a home run today to right center field. All of a sudden, this is unraveled. Let's remember, he's facing Acuna now at 30 pitches. He has had to work hard to this point in the ball game. Things have not gone his way.
0-2 pitch. And that is in the air. Right field. Duvall underneath it. Makes the catch, and here comes the throw. Off the mark, and the Braves have tied the game. Marlins are taking a look at it maybe to see if Inciarte had left third too early, perhaps. But it looks like they're waving off any request for a challenge. And they are going to appeal at third base. So he's telling Garcia to appeal at third. So he will step off, throw to third base. Nearly throws it away. And they say no. And I guess not, as Freeman is going to be intentionally walked. That'll bring up Ozzie Albies, and he may be walked as well. He will be, so they will be loaded, set up the force anywhere.
Well, that'll bring up Riley, who started this inning with a line drive base hit into center field. And how many times does a hitter face a closer twice in an inning? That almost never happens.
Swings through the first pitch. Marlins have been walked off 13 times by the Braves in Atlanta, of course, since 2011. Trying to avoid that today. And Garcia gets ahead 0-2. Riley started this inning with a base hit. He was erased on a fielder's choice. Then single, walk, 2 RBI double, sac fly, and 2 intentional walks to load the bases. Almonte, Freeman, Albies the runners as Riley fouls it back.
Now Garcia now at 34 pitches here in the 9th inning. He started at a 7-3 lead, a 4-run cushion for the Marlins. This bullpen has been absolutely magnificent of late. Well, until this ninth inning when things have unraveled.
4 runs in for Atlanta to tie it up. 0-2. That's low. That's outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Garcia strikes out Riley, but we will have extra innings. 7-7. And the Marlins had a 7-3 lead going into the bottom of the ninth inning, but the Braves fighting all the way back to tie it up. And we will have extra innings here on a Sunday in Atlanta. Tough one today for Yimi Garcia.